For this lesson, we will be talking more about our 4 ways of representing. You can think of this as a summative assignment since you're going to do a little more work. Again, representing functions as graphs, tables, symbolic representations, and description. So here's an example. We'll talk about this later. Just want to review or just summarize what this lesson is about. So first, question 1 is there is one description, something about iTunes, and it's just one sentence. Suppose we wish to create a function representing the cost of purchasing songs on iTunes that sell for $1.29 per song. So this is a linear function. So think about what the y-intercept and slope is. And for each one, you just say yes or no. Does this represent this description? Notice there's all different types, descriptions, function, notation, tables, even graphs. You just go through each one and say yes or no. This represents this situation up here. And if you say no, explain why it is not accurate. Here's the graphs. Next, for the rest of the assignment, for the rest of it, here's number 2. You just fill, these are new functions, 5 new functions, and you just finish the table here. Just write the last value, just look at the pattern, figure out what the next number should be in the pattern. Okay, then you graph 2 of these functions, f and k. You try to graph them down here. You just do your best. Next, the symbolic representations for the questions for question 5 are the following. Notice these are the same functions from question 2, but they're just listing them in symbolic representation. And for each of them, you just figure out the value. For example, f of 100. Well, this is f of x, and they want to find f of 100. So for example, you could draw with the scribble tool or type it. So you have this equals, be a little messy. You just replace x with 100. So 2 times 100 minus 96, 9 equals 200 minus 96, which is 104. And you just pick the right function and plug in the correct values. For this one, for number 5, notice that they give you the output and you have to figure out the input. It's just the opposite. So if it's f, again, f of x equals 10. So you put 10 for the output, same thing. So 2x minus 96 equals 10. Add 96 to both sides. Equals 106. Divide by 2, and you get 53. So all of this is figuring out what's the correct function to use. If you use the table or graph to figure it out, just please state that you use the table. Don't just list the answer. Just say, I got the answer from the table. If you use the symbolic representation, it should be obvious from your work. But again, for any of these, you can use the table or the graph. Just please list which one you use. Okay? So please, if you have any questions on this, again, there's 2 parts, and one question just describing the same function, and then the rest of them, 2 through 5, is describing these other 5 functions, and you use those 5 functions for 2 through 5. All right. All right. I hope you got through the whole lesson and you're working hard on it. And again, please ask if you have any questions, and have a good day.